So I was talking to a teacher the other day who told me that her principal expects to be able to leave the classroom next door and walk into hers, and she should be finishing the sentence of the teacher next door. Essentially, the curriculum is so scripted in that school that every teacher should be saying almost the exact same thing as every other teacher in that grade level. Now, to me, that is absolutely ludicrous. And what's really sad to me is that this isn't the only time I've ever heard of this before. I've heard from many people about how they're in this school environment where there's no creativity. There's no going outside the box. There's no breaking from the norm. It's follow this exact curriculum to a T. Now, this example from this teacher might be extreme, although I bet there's other people out there who know exactly what she's talking about. But even the whole idea of a scripted box curriculum is just so counterproductive. Now, for three reasons. One, can you imagine being a teacher and getting this master's degree, meaning you are an expert in this area, and you're surrounded by other experts in your area, and you've been doing this a while, and you know what works, you know how to engage students, you know how to teach specific content, except you are in a system that's telling you, no, I don't care if you're an expert, I don't care if you're surrounded by experts, I don't care if you have experience developing really strong pedagogy and classroom management, you need to follow this script. You need to follow this packaged curriculum that was usually made by some company that's in it to make a lot of money. You need to follow this because we know what's best. I mean, that is so unfair to those educators, to these teachers who know what they're doing, which, by the way, is most teachers. Most teachers I encounter are brilliant and they know how to do this work well. But so many are handcuffed to these scripted curriculums, and that just makes me a little sick. The other reason that I think this is ludicrous is the students. I mean, look what we're robbing them of. We're robbing them of these experiences where they can think outside the box and be exposed to different ways of doing things and, being presented content and skills in special ways according to who their teacher is. I think we're robbing them of valuable learning experiences. And then the third reason I think this is such a bad thing, that these scripted curriculums are so counterproductive and even damaging, is not just because of the teacher's experience, not just because of the student's experience, but because of what this does to society. I mean, we want people who can think outside the box. We want people with a variety of experiences, critical thinkers who know how to do things in a variety of different ways, who know how to collaborate, who know how to problem solve, who know how to learn in one type of environment, but then can adapt and learn in a different type of environment. But when we have these type of systems that put everybody into the same box, that chains everybody to the same way of doing things, we're not preparing our society to be successful. We're not setting ourselves up as a whole group of people for success. And so if you're one of those principals who expects the teachers in your hallways to all say the exact same things every day, I just want to boldly tell you to stop doing that. It's okay to have packaged curriculum. I think it's okay to have a plan for our staffs. But when we say that you have to do everything in the exact same way as everybody else, I don't think we're doing any good for our students, certainly not our teachers, and then especially society as well. And so that teacher who I talked to, who has this scripted curriculum and is expected to do the same thing every single day as everybody else in your hallway, I hope it changes for you. For your sake, for your students' sake, and for all of our sakes.